Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Tonight we're talking about the main thing that consumes most of our free time. Destroys your sleep, consumes your schedule, destroys your schedule, and keeps you procrastinating on assignments, but at the same time allows you to somehow still make you say, I'll just want to watch one more episode. Yeah, I'm talking about pop culture. Marvel, DC, Paramount, Disney, Star Wars, Warner Brothers, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, streaming, so many streaming services, so much to watch, and so much money to spend that we have to spend. Content after content, content. Basically, everything is fighting for your attention at the same time. Welcome to Different Views, the only show brave enough to ask the question, how do we have more content than ever and still feel like we have nothing to watch? My name is Davian Rivera, and tonight we're breaking down what young people actually watch for entertainment now, and what has changed and how technology completely changed the game in an era of doom scrolling and half watching. How has entertainment changed, and how do we like to watch, and what do we and why do we still consume content the same way? Do we? Before we start, I cannot do this by myself. I need some help. So joining us tonight, I'm here with my very special guest, Melanie.
What's up, everyone? And yes, I absolutely watch TikTok for at least an hour before coming here.
Let's be real. Entertainment used to be simple. I feel like a lot has changed, hasn't it? With the introduction of phones, social media, and streaming services, there's so many things trying to grab your attention at the same time while you're focused on schoolwork and your social life. Back in the day when we were younger, and even before us, entertainment was a lot simpler. You watch TV when it aired, and only then, unless you caught a rerun, you missed an episode. Too bad. You had to see the schedule of when it would be aired, or just see the schedule to see when reruns were. Usually, they'll be crazy during a crazy hour, or you would be already sleeping, or just not be able to see it. You wanted to go out and see a movie. You went outside to the movie theater. You shut off your phone, and you sat there for 2 or 3 hours, and actually watched the whole movie. There was no option to see the movies on your house like today, um, other than buying DVD months after or seeing when they would play them on certain networks. Also, months after. But now,
Now we watch shows on our phones and our laptops at 1.25 speed while scrolling TikTok, online shopping, or doing homework that we should be doing before. And somehow we still wonder why we don't know what happened.
yeah, college students don't really binge shows anymore. We have watched them while looking at the cute videos on our phones on TikTok, like responding to some funny conversations in the group chat. Now, Marvel movies, those are homework. There's so many, it's insane. Star Wars shows, extra credit. Don't even get me started on that. Miss one on Disney Plus series, you'll be completely lost. Why does every franchise does this with every movie or show? I don't know. It's just to connect the movies. Why? It's too much work. Let's talk about Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Disney, and Warner Brothers. These companies don't make movies anymore. They make universes. They make so much content, so many unnecessary projects to understand these movies now and shows connecting to movies, video games connected to movies. It feels like you have to absolutely be obsessed with the franchises to know what's actually going on. Marvel picked that endgame, but it has dropped like 60,000 movies and shows since. DC keeps rebooting Batman like it's a software update, and it's on a second cinematic universe in the last decade. Star Wars fans don't even agree on what Star Wars is anymore. So I feel like they want it like many franchises wanted to copy Marvel's blueprint, and now not even Marvel doesn't know what they're doing. Too much average for the viewer. I don't know what's actually going on. Like, it's the worst. Just not for everyone, but also for your brain. Having hundreds of hours of homework just to understand one movie. But let's transition into something a little funner. All right, let's test your knowledge and see how much you know. Let's make this more playful and more interesting and entertaining. Let's see how much you know. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about pop culture, of course.
Okay.
No phones, so like nothing. Like you cannot look anything up, nothing, and not TikTok either.
Okay.
So question number one: which company owns Marvel? Option A: Warner Brothers. Option B: Sony. Option C: Disney. Option D: Universal.
I would say it's letter C, Disney, which means technically Iron Man is a Disney princess. No, but seriously, what is going on with Iron Man? Or is it Doctor Doom? What's the next Avengers movie again? There have been so many movies since Endgame, I don't know what's going on.
Well, question number two. I like that answer, by the way. How many live-action Batman actors have there been since 1989? Option A: 4. Option B: 6. Option C: 7. Option D: 9.
I think the answer is C, 7 actors.
Correct.
It feels like we get a new Batman every other year. I think there's been like 2 different Batman movies, both being made at the same time. This craziness has to stop. No wonder why superhero movies are doing as well as they used to.
Yes, I agree. Well, let's talk about social media now. Social media apps, but namely TikTok, I would say. TikTok changed entertainment forever. TikTok has created a completely new way for entertainment and new ways for people to become social media famous, new ways for promotion of their business, also brain rot. But in terms of movies and shows, this app has become more of propelling movies, coming out with viral clips, etc.
Yeah, movies don't even go viral anymore. Scenes do. Very commonly, people will go see a movie based on whether it's trending on TikTok or Instagram. They see a viral clip, and that actually gets them interested. That's how Barbenheimer occurred. Both movies started trending on TikTok because they were coming out on the same day. People realized that these movies had very opposite color palettes. One was completely in black and white, and the other one was pink and very vibrant in color. These movies created a very viral moment that even me and my friends engaged in. Barbenheimer wouldn't have been possible without TikTok. Movie studios to this day are still trying to reproduce it, with Disney and Warner Brothers coining the term Doomsday since Dune 3 and Avengers Doomsday is coming out. We will see TikTok once again. We will see if TikTok once again does its thing with those movies that are very similar in genre.
Actually, speaking of TikTok and movies, people don't ask, is the movie good? They ask, can I see a clip on TikTok? Clip sounds, trends. If it doesn't catch your attention in 30 seconds, it's struggling attention. It's just out the gutter. Another question. What do you think?
All right, sure, yeah.
Which movie became popular again because of TikTok? Option A, Avatar. Option B, The Batman. Option C, Ratatouille. Option D, all of the above.
I think the answer would be all of the above, so letters D. Yes. TikTok has just this way of making all the movies go viral again, or making clips from the movies go viral, so that people are more interested in watching them. This has happened many, many times. Every Halloween, we see the Batman come back into circulation because the movie takes place during Halloween. TikTok has great power in determining what is trending at the moment.
Another question for you. Question number 4. Which franchises have the highest grossing movie of all time? not adjusted for inflation though.
Okay.
Option A, Star Wars. Option B, DC. Option C, Marvel. Option D, Avatar.
Let's see. Well, James Cameron saw that the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 2019 finally beat the total at the box office for number one and basically said, oh, that's cute. And then re released Avatar to take the spot back. That's different levels of competitive. There's not much you can say about James Cameron that hasn't already been said. Titanic, Avatar, Avatar The Way of Water, and now Avatar 3 recently hit in the theaters. Every time he drops a movie, it's not just a release, it's an event. The entire industry shifts. The box office clears out. Other studios literally move their movies so they don't have to compete. And what makes it crazier? He doesn't rush. He disappears for years, then he comes back with technology nobody else has seen before. He helped pioneer performance capture the way he knows it. We pushed 3D filmmaking further than anyone thought ever that it could happen. He's literally down there developing a new camera systems and just to get the exact shots he wants underwater. That's not just directing, that's obsession. Meanwhile, franchises are dropping 3 movies a year or 4 shows a year trying to keep up with content demand. Cameron drops 1 film every decade and still dominates the global box office. That's insane longevity. Love him or not, when James Cameron releases a movie, people show up.
Yes,
not for clips, not for TikTok edits, for the full theater experience. Big screen, surround sound, 3 hours, no distractions. In an era of shrinking attention spans, that might be the most impressive part of all. So I would say that the answer is Avatar.
Yes, it is. Now another question for you. Question number 5. Which platform do Gen Z users admit they use more than Google for searches? Option A, Twitter. Option B, Instagram. Option C, I meant to say, TikTok. Option D, Reddit.
That's a hard one, but I think I'll say TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I can't lie, I use TikTok a lot to search places to go and things to do, and it's just a lot more useful than you would think most people would consider. I know a lot of people that are addicted to TikTok, maybe even including me a little bit, but it's definitely useful for like a lot of the time, honestly. It's crazy. It's just too easy to get stuck doom scrolling for hours and hours. I know it happens to me a lot, unfortunately.
Listen, same here. And that explains everything about our attention spans. I cannot lie, I also get stuck scrolling on TikTok, sometimes for hours. Now, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Prime Video, Peacock. At this point, streaming costs way more than cable ever did. It's absolutely insane. I'm easily spending tons of money just on streaming.
Yeah, we don't have to cancel subscriptions. We just add more and more. I don't even want to keep thinking about how much I spend on streaming services just to barely use them. I spend more time scrolling than actually watching anything.
Yeah, and yet, even with all the spending, we still keep subscribing and streaming. We just love it because entertainment is how college and young students relax, escape, and survive the day-to-day stresses of the world around us. Before we continue with our trivia, let's just go to a commercial break.
Achieving my goals as an adult was challenging without a high school diploma. With the help of an adult education center, I finished my high school diploma and it changed my life.
This yearbook is a testament to your accomplishments and how they have impacted all of us.
Getting my high school diploma made me feel like I can do anything. Now, I can help the kids in my community achieve their dreams.
When you graduate, they graduate. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
People couldn't see my potential, so I had to show them.
I've run this place for 20 years, but I still need to prove that I'm more than what you see on paper.
Today, I'm the CEO of my own company.
It's the way my mind works. I have a very mechanical brain.
Why are we not rethinking this?
I am more.
I'm more
than who I am on paper.
Hello everyone, welcome back, and let's just get back right into it. Question number 6. I know it's a lot of questions. Which streaming show broke streaming records in 2023?
Okay.
Option A, Stranger Things. Option B, Wednesday. Option C, The Last of Us. Option D, Euphoria.
That's a very hard question. I feel like all of those shows were very trending.
Yes.
But I would say that the answer is C, The Last of Us. There were so many edits in 2023, and all you could see for a couple of weeks was hundreds of edits of Pedro Pascal lighting up the timeline.
Agree. Question number 7. Which streaming service was the first to hit 200 million subscribers? Option A, Hulu. Option B, Netflix. Option C, Disney Plus. Option D, Amazon Prime Video.
I will say that I think the answer is letter B, Netflix. I would say that Netflix walked so everyone else could run. All these streaming services now feel like there's a new one every single week. One day it's just Netflix, the next day it's Hulu, then Disney Plus, HBO Max, Peacock, Paramount, and somehow 3 more that you didn't even know existed. But Netflix really started differently. They were literally mailing DVDs to people's houses. You had to wait for it to come into the mail. If you wanted the next movie, back in the envelope it went. That was peak technology at the time. Then they flipped the script. They flipped the whole industry. Streaming, no late fees, no driving to Blockbuster. Suddenly everything was on our laptop. Then your phone, then your TV, then your PlayStation, then your fridge probably. And now they're canceling all your favorite shows after one season, raising prices every year, cracking down on password sharing, and dropping entire seasons at once so you finish it in one weekend and forget about it by Tuesday.
Yeah.
And somehow we still keep paying for it.
Yeah. I'm still with the questions though.
Okay.
Question number 8. What do we call the habit of watching multiple episodes in one sitting? Option A, streaming. Option B, rewatching. Option C, binge watching. Option D, multitasking.
Those are very similar, but I think I'll go with C, binge watching.
Yes.
Except now it's not really binge watching anymore, it's binge scrolling with a show playing in the background. Back in the day, binge watching meant commitment. You sat down, you pressed play, just one episode, and it turned into 5 or 10. It was 2 a.m., your eyes were burning, and Netflix was judging you with that, "Are you still watching?" screen. Yeah. But you were fully locked in, invested, no distractions. Now, the show is on, but so is TikTok and Instagram and the group chat and your online shopping. And you're responding to emails, and somehow you're like watching, but doing everything else at the same time. We don't binge watch anymore. We multitask watch. Half the time you finish a whole season and couldn't tell someone what actually happened. You just remember one scene because it went viral, and streaming platforms made it easier than ever. They drop entire seasons at once. No waiting, no suspense, no week-to-week theories. Just, here you go, 10 hours of content. See you in 2 years. So what do? We inhale it in one weekend. Post it about for 48 hours, and then move on to the next thing. Binge watching used to feel like an event. Now it feels like a background noise. And the craziest part, we say we don't have the time, but somehow we always have time for just one more episode, which turns into 5, and then you're like, why did I start this at midnight?
Question number 9. Which franchise has the most movies? Option A, Marvel. Option B, DC. Option C, Star Wars. Option D, Fast and Furious.
Oof. I don't know. All of those franchises have a lot of movies.
Yeah, they're big.
But I would say definitely A. I think we all could have guessed that answer. There's so many Marvel movies, it's impossible to keep track at this point. At some point when I was watching them, they all just began to blur, even though I watched them all and I still have no clue what was going on. It's just too much homework.
Well, here are my final thoughts and where I think we are heading to. Entertainment isn't dying. It's evolving and changing just like us consumers. As we grow, so does entertainment around us.
Yeah, we don't consume pop culture in the same way anymore. We remix it and everything is a reboot, a continuation, or something set in the world of something popular. Nothing can just be left as is. There are no real new ideas being allowed to thrive in the mainstream entertainment. New ideas aren't really given time to live. Big franchises are squeezed for every penny that they have. The entertainment landscape is very different nowadays, for sure.
Yeah, shorter attention spans, more screens, more choices, less variety. But one thing stays the same though. We still just want to watch and be entertained. If there was no interest in movies, TV shows, in pop culture, then it wouldn't exist. We just want to do something that itches, or we just want something that itches our brain, just like the right way and actually keep us engaged for once. Something that might actually keep us from grabbing our phone every 5 seconds while watching it. Alright, this is all we have tonight. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have fun while being here.
Thank you. And go watch something or don't. Just doom scroll for 5 hours, I most likely will after this.
Thank you so much. Thanks for watching Different Views. Good night, everyone, and it's been fun. Tune in next week. Hope y'all enjoyed.